So it is the end of June, June 29th. And we are at the end of this 6 universal month, at the end of this 9 universal year. 9 universal year, we are concluding all of the and closing all of the energetic loops that have been open since 2017. The 6 energy month is 6 energy, all about selfless service, duty, getting over hardships, challenges, barriers. And so in this 9 universal year, the 6 energy month is putting in the work. It's all about putting in the actual work to get us from what was into what will be. January 1st, 1 energy month, getting the ball rolling, getting this conclusion energy moving. February 2 energy giving us a little sneak peek into what's to come. March 3 energy, creative, ambitious, childlike, fun, playful. We had 2 eclipses, lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, with it's like 5 or 6 energies in Pisces, the 12th sign, the deep-seated watery sign, the undercurrent surface, just like the ocean, surface nice and smooth, calm, underneath just wicked currents. And so March was really we had Venus retrograde, Mars retrograde. It was really ripping away and starting to pull away all of these old thoughts, values, how we value ourselves, how we value others. It was really starting to get those things to transition from, like I said, what was into what will be for the next 9 years, for this 9-year universal cycle that's starting in January. April, the 4 energy month, was helping us lay the foundation to really make this change possible. March began really heavily stripping away what was. April began to lay the foundation for where we're going. May, the 5 energy month, really got this change rolling, really started pushing us into change. June, this month, was about doing the work to make it happen. We had Mars leave Cancer, enter Leo, the 5th sign, big, bold, active energy, but Ketu's in that sign. And so Mars, Ketu, some detachment, helping us really begin to detach from how we are going to move forward, giving us some Ketu representing detachment, helping us detach from our old patterns, our old habits. We had Mercury and the Sun and Jupiter in Gemini for most of this month. Mercury, the beginning of last week, left Gemini for Cancer. And so here, the beginning of the day today, we had Venus return home to its safe place, its safe sign in Taurus, really bringing us back and really grounding us into how we are going to be valuing ourselves, how we are going to be communicating our worth to others going forward, moving forward. And so me personally, I'm beaten up this month. This was a heavy work month, really two big lessons I learned in the meaty end of the second week into the third week of this month. 2 massive key lessons that I learned. Some things just stay screwed up. Some things you don't have enough time and energy to really fix everything at one time. So some stuff just stays messed up, and that is okay. Doesn't always have to be perfect all the time. Some stuff stays messed up. Some stuff stays messy. And that's fine. That's okay. The second big lesson, as I was trying to correct some of these messy things, is once something's working, the only thing, if it's working and it's working well, by changing any aspect of it, the only thing that you can do is screw it up. If it is working by going in and tinkering, all that you can do, the only possible outcome is you messing it up. So two different things were working. I said, man, I know a better way to do this. Make a couple changes. Massive amount of pain and hardship coming my way that I've now been having to deal with and get over for these last 2 weeks. And so some stuff stays messed up. That's okay. It's supposed to. And when something's working, lean into it. There's no reason to change it. By changing any aspect of something that's already working, all you can do is possibly screw it up. That's the only possible outcome. If it's already working, the chances that you're going to make a change that makes it work better is so much smaller than you making a change that absolutely decimates and screws everything up. I did it twice in this month. First time, got slapped in the face, bang, boom, bam. Oh, universe really busted me up. Didn't learn my lesson. Literally less than a week later, something that's even more important was actually working quite well. I said, I'm gonna make this small little change. I'm gonna do a little tinkering. Bam! Universe kicked me in the nuts so freaking hard. Here I am 2 weeks later still trying to get over the challenge and hardship that I gave myself by tinkering with something that was already working. Big lesson, big takeaway for me this month, which aligns with that 6 energy. Work, challenges, hardships, getting from what was into what will be. As I'm doing this transition, these were my 2 big lessons. And while I'm going through these lessons, going through the hardship, going through the struggle, I made a podcast about a week ago talking about Saturn has a plan. And a few days before that, episode 30, that was episode 39, episode 37 was no free rides. There are no free rides in this universe. Those are 2 episodes I would highly recommend you listen to, because it's going to help, because that's when I'm in the middle of going through some of this struggle. So that's going to help drive this point I'm about to make. It's going to drive that home even more if you're interested in that. Episode 39, Saturn has a plan, I believe is the title of it. And episode 37, there are no free rides. I'd highly recommend listening to, if you're going to only listen to one of those, I would probably go with there are no free rides, because we dive into the 3 levels of karma: accumulated karma, current karma, created karma. And it's a little bit longer episode, so it gives a more flushed out breakdown of this concept of what I'm talking about. If you're interested in something shorter, if you're interested in really just driving home this specific point of the universe is on your side and the universe wants you to win, I'd recommend episode 39. If you have time, do both. I personally believe we are all born for a reason, just like a bee in a beehive. Some bees are born simply to protect the queen. That's all they do. They stay in the hive and they protect the queen. Other bees, they're out here and they're repairing the hive all day long, plugging holes, fixing holes, adding new spots for new bees. Some bees, their sole purpose is to fly around and pollinate as many flowers as possible. I believe us humans are very much the same. We act in the same way. We all have a specific role to fulfill. And this comes into your accumulated karma from your birth chart, the universal year that you're born into, the day that you were born. These all are not just coincidences. You are born with this energetic imprint for a reason, because you have a specific role to fulfill. This is my belief. The universe absolutely loves abundance. If you spend time out in nature, you understand there is abundance everywhere. When there's an ant colony, there's not just 1,000 ants, there's millions of ants. There's not a couple of deer, there's thousands and thousands of deer, right? The universe loves abundance. It's not one flower on that plant. There's a ton of flowers on that plant, right? The universe loves abundance, and so it has spit out a bunch of us with very, very similar energy, because one of us is going to fulfill the role the universe needs fulfilled. One of us are going to step up, shine in the light, and do what we're supposed to do. So the universe spits out a ton of us with various nuances to our energetic imprints, and it can ensure one of us is going to fulfill our karmic destiny. One of us is going to fulfill that role. And so I believe we are all incarnated. We're all born into our specific circumstances to learn the specific lessons required for us to grow, develop, and mature spiritually. And we're all in different stages in our journey. Some of us are coming to the end of a specific lesson. We're a young soul coming to the end of a specific lesson. So we're at the end of a beginning cycle. Other people are at the beginning of the end cycle. We're all at different journeys and different stages across these journeys. And that's how we can all connect and help each other because of that, right? And so with all that said, now I'm getting a little off track. With all of that said, this was just top of mind as I've gone through these challenges this month, gone through these struggles this month, and the universe has been giving me these lessons. The universe has been correcting me and guiding me to be exactly where I'm supposed to be. Saturn, planet with the ring, ensures everything unfolds exactly as it's supposed to, exactly how it's supposed to. And because it's bang and it has the ring, it ensures we never get too far ahead or too far behind. Some of us, we are constantly rushing through life. We're trying to outpace Saturn, and because of that, we'll bam, bam, bam. We're smashing into the front end of Saturn's ring. And so Saturn's having to hold us back because we're not ready to accomplish what we want to accomplish yet. So we're hitting the front side of that ring. The other side of the coin, some people, they're resisting life. They're absolutely resisting life. And as a result, Saturn has to drag them along for the ride. So these people are hanging back and they're constantly grinding against Saturn's ring on the backside, as Saturn is literally pulling them and dragging them through life. Both of those are super painful. You smash into the ring on the front side, painful, because now you have to stop. You have to reevaluate. Man, the universe hates me. The universe doesn't want me to win. On the backside, it's just constant pain as you're getting dragged through life. The universe is pulling you forward. Pain, 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 trying to get you to change. Because, and most of us, now those are the two extremes. Most of us, we're kind of sitting in the middle and we oscillate. We get a little far ahead and then we get a little bit behind, then we get a little far ahead and a little bit behind, and we're just constantly getting these smaller corrections, never really slap super hard. The universe never really truly beats us up and spits us back out, because we're pretty aligned with our karmic destiny. We're just kind of floating here in the middle of that ring. We get, like I said, a little too far ahead sometimes, a little too far behind sometimes, and we just constantly get these smaller corrections just to keep us on track, keep us on our path. Because the universe knows exactly what makes us tick, it can deliver us the exact experiences we need in the exact moments we need to have them in order to actually get us to change. And it can create change in two ways: by increasing the intensity of the experiences we are getting, or by adding variety. Just like a parent who will discipline their child. Let's say you put your kid in a 5-minute timeout. If every punishment is just a 5-minute timeout, pretty soon the kid does not experience a 5-minute timeout as a behavior changing punishment. So what can you do? You can either increase the time, 50-minute timeout, or you can change the variety. You lose access to your phone. You lose video game privileges. You can't go out with your friends this weekend. You can't whatever. So you have increasing intensity, changing variety. The universe guides us in the exact same way. We can, looking at our current karma and the created karma, the current karma being the dashas, mahadashas, antardashas, the current planetary transits, our personal days, personal months, the personal year we are in. These are the lessons and themes the universe is giving us in these moments. We can use these themes, you can use this information to decipher what lesson the universe is trying to teach us so that we can change our inputs. Newton's third law: for every input, there's an equal and opposite reaction. You give the universe some inputs, the universe is going to give you some outputs back. And you can use numerology and astrology to align your inputs exactly with your karmic destiny, exactly with the role the universe wants you to fulfill. And it's my belief that the more precisely and accurately you align these inputs with your destiny, the more the universe will reward you. And all of these challenging, painful, unfortunate experiences, all of these hardships are given for you. They are not happening to you. These are opportunities and lessons given for you to learn, for you to grow. And so when I was in my mid-20s, a few years back, I spent 2 years as the daily in-home hospice caretaker for my bed-bound grandfather. He couldn't eat on his own, couldn't go to the bathroom, could do nothing on his own. For 2 years, I was his daily caretaker. And I was living with my girlfriend at the time, all the way across town. Wake up, drive half an hour across town, breakfast, change him, lunch, meds, dinner, pass him off to my parents, head back home. Living with my girlfriend at the time. Wake up, 30 minutes back across town, breakfast, change him, lunch, meds, dinner, pass him off. Breakfast, change him, lunch, meds, dinner, pass him off. Breakfast. And I mean, well, every morning driving across town, every night driving back across town for literally 2 years. And on hospice, you don't get to miss a day. I don't show up, he doesn't eat. I don't show up, he doesn't get his meds. I don't show up, he doesn't get changed. So you cannot miss a day. And at the time I had a little kinesiology business, all this stuff. And this experience was so jarring for me. I ended up losing all these clients, ended up losing all this stuff. And it's like that experience was happening for me. In the moment, I'm so emotionally distraught. I'm losing my grandfather. This is such a slow, drawn out process. But in reality, with retrospect, that was the best and greatest gift he ever could have given me. And he feels horrible because he knows the circumstances that he's putting me in, and he knows everything that's happening. He feels horrible, but here we are a couple years later, and it's like, this was the greatest gift the universe could have ever given me. It was the last gift he gave me. Unbelievably amazing. So grateful for this experience because it was happening for me. Didn't realize it in the moment, but every single one of these little nuances of those 2 years literally happened for me. The universe was on my side. At the time, I thought, this is the worst thing ever. Why is this happening? Why is this happening to him? Why is this happening to me? Why is all of this happening? This was happening for us. This was the last great gift for us to learn from, for us to experience. And now I get to share this information with you. And if it wasn't for that experience, I would not be here making this video right now tonight. It was the greatest gift because it happened for me. The universe has a plan for you. Saturn ensures everything unfolds exactly. I mean, exactly down to the day-to-day experiences. It's happening for you. Saturn has a plan for you. The universe has a plan for you. The universe loves abundance. It wants you to win. I want you to win. And numerology and astrology can give you insight and guidance into what lessons the universe is trying to teach us so that you can demonstrate through your actions, I learned my lesson. So like I said, I had two big smashing experiences this month. If I demonstrated to the universe, I learned my lesson, some things stay messy, that's completely fine. And if it's working, don't mess it up. First thing, like I said, got slapped in the face, got hit pretty hard. Less than a week later, I'm given another opportunity to demonstrate whether or not I've learned this lesson. And what do? I'm a tinker one more time. So now, increase in intensity or a change in variety, the universe said, okay, we'll just increase this intensity and just kick you in the nuts so freaking hard that this lesson actually sits in your brain and it actually forces you to change your actions moving forward. And now I will. I don't need to go through this painful lesson again. I was pretty sure I knew it the first time. Universe gave me another test less than a week later. I failed once again. No way I'm failing a third time. I can now demonstrate to the universe I have learned. And I will demonstrate by changing my actions moving forward so that the next time the universe presents me with this opportunity, this thing's a little messy, but it's still working amazingly well. What are you going to do, Tristan? And I'm going to say, okay, it's messy. I don't like it's messy, but that's okay. It's working really well. I'll just double down on what's already working. Not changing anything. No need to, because it's working. So the only thing that can happen by me going in and tinkering is me screwing it up. And I just learned that lesson twice. Don't need to have it a third time because I just got kicked, like I said, in the nuts so unbelievably hard this time. I can't even imagine the kind of lesson the universe is going to have to give me the next time. And so, like I said, this video has gotten way longer than I wanted it to or planned on it getting. Check out episode 37. There are no free rides. It's here on my YouTube because it's my podcast. My podcast is kind of where I just dump my personal thoughts, real occult, where I just dump my personal thoughts kind of day to day. Not really day to day, but whenever I have something that's kind of on top of mind. And then this YouTube channel, I'm going to be making more kind of breakdown videos, more guidance style videos, because now because at the YouTube you have the visual aids. The podcast is just audio, so it's more just like me talking and my personal opinions, personal thoughts. That's all I've got for you today. The universe wants you to win. I genuinely want you to win. If you have listened this far, I appreciate you more than you will ever know, more than I can ever express to you. I am so unbelievably grateful for you if you have listened this far. The universe wants you to win. I want you to win. If you have any questions, comments, drop them down below. I'm happy to help however I can. And I will talk to you again soon.